Howdy everyone, Jarrell here from Sungrand, developer of the Silver Falls games. Good to see you all. This will be a check-in. Let you know how things are going with development with the games. I'm having a nice, relaxing cup of coffee out of my Maverick D Moose mug, which you can pick up from the Sungrand shop. And I think these are like $7 or $8 or $9 or something like that. And you can have your very own best buddy, Maverick D Moose, and we can enjoy a cup of coffee together. Right, so it's been a crazy year so far, been pretty wild. We launched White Inside Its Umbra, Undertakers for Wii U, we relaunched Guardians and Metal Exterminators, and we got Gaiden Delusion Destroyers, and we have Ghoul Busters on the Switch. It's been a wild year, and I'm already working on the next few games. To start things out with, I just want to thank everyone again for all of the support for picking up Silver Falls games on the 3DS and the Wii U and the Switch, but especially on those last two consoles that were ending their eShop support. So thank you to everyone for picking up the games, and especially thank you to everyone who covered the games on their YouTube channels and their websites and talked about and for writing reviews, for telling other people about that. So thank you so much. And it's because of you guys I have a few months, I've until the end of the year really, to where my studio is safely covered. That gives me time to develop my upcoming games without having to work a brutal schedule. And when I say brutal, I mean every waking minute of the day. I will not be working 130 hours anymore. And that's thanks to you guys that I don't have to work those hours. I think I can safely work probably 100 hours a week now, which gives me time to catch my breath. I can do other things now, and I'll be able to work a reasonable schedule. So, to discuss the topic of the video, I've been in recovery mode for the past 1 or 2 weeks, something like that. I've just been catching my breath, been resting a bit, and for me recovery mode means I've stepped away from social media, from video games, from the internet. I just needed to step away from that. I've been fixing my diet and my exercise, so so long Cheetos and Doritos and snack chips. I relied on this is going to sound ridiculous, I relied on those snack items as a power-up to get me through the end of development. So as I'm working these brutal hours and I was getting these games launched, and it was just a devastating amount of work, and my health really took a significant hit, and it's impossible to maintain your energy levels just through sheer force of will alone for that long of a period. You know, you can sheer force your way through a certain period of time, and you can just force yourself to power through it, but you hit a wall, a physical wall eventually. And for me, unfortunately, one of my coping mechanisms is to use snacks as a power. I'll have some Cheetos, I'll have some Doritos, and that's sort of gives you, like, it's like Mario eating a mushroom, you know, he gets power, but at what sick cost, you know? So for me, I was relying on that, and that, you know, and candy. Candy's delicious, and that's a power up as well, but at what sick cost, you know? So no more of that. Goodbye. My pantry's full of stuff, so I'm just trying to invite friends over so they can eat the snacks and the candy for me. And I just cleaned up my diet, so I'm eating healthily. I've cut back my calorie intake, I'm doing cardio, and I'm back to my weightlifting. So resuming my body conditioning, just resting, just relaxing. I've been working on restoring some instruments. Again, one of my favorite hobbies is picking up and restoring antique instruments. I'll take broken instruments and repair them. I'll customize them. So I've been working on a few instruments that you will hear in the upcoming Silver Falls soundtrack. I recently picked up a zither from around 1890 or so, and it's thanks to patrons on Patreon that I was able to pick up some of these instruments. And so I just want to thank all of the patrons for contributing to that, because I do all of these instruments out of pocket. I purchase them, then it takes the parts, then I spend the time repairing them, and that's a fun hobby, but it gets pricey getting all the parts. So I just want to thank all of the patrons for helping me, and when you hear the Silver Falls soundtrack, it's that's like hearing all the people that have contributed to Silver Falls. So it's thanks to you guys. So the upcoming soundtracks, especially for Duck Season, which will be on the DS, and for Face Takers, you will hear more of these instruments that I was able to pick up and restore thanks to the patrons. So thank you to all of you. And if you're interested in contributing, I'll link to the patron in the comment section below. So I've been in recovery mode, and now I'm prioritizing bringing Guardians and Metal Exterminators to the Switch. If you hadn't seen the news on that yet, there are people who haven't had a chance to play it because they don't have the new 3DS, they have the original 3DS, and of course all of our fellow gamers in Europe have not been able to play and experience Guardians and Metal Exterminators. So I have had people reaching out to me pretty consistently, letting me know that they missed out and they would really like to play Guardians and Metal Exterminators. And the people that have played it let me know that they really had fun with it, they really enjoyed the music and the characters and the story. So I will be enhancing Guardians and Metal Exterminators. It is not a direct port. I will be doing a total graphical overhaul. I'll be adding 5 new tracks of music. There will be more story segments, new playable characters both for the humans and for the monsters. There will be 2 new environments as well as new enemies as well. And I'll see in the development time if there's time to add a couple new weapons. If not, there's already heaps of content in the game to enjoy. So please look forward to Guardians and Metal Exterminators S coming to the Switch. And lastly, to wrap things up, I'll just have a sip of my coffee real quick. Incidentally, today I happened to have accidentally dressed up as one of the characters. Well, I didn't dress up as the characters. I happened to wear clothes that look similar to a Silver Falls character. So I have a code linker contest. So you can comment down below, you can send me a DM, but name the character that I just accidentally happened to look like. I've got the pink shirt, I've got the overalls and the hat, a different hat anyway, but name the character. There's a hint, this character is frozen in time in 3 down stars. Let's see. You have to either name the character or if you don't know the name of the character, say exactly where the character is in 3 down stars. And if you get that correct, I have a new exclusive code linker character for you for Gaiden Deathly Delusion Destroyers. So you will get a new playable character. You just have to name the character that I happen to accidentally look like. And again, if you can't name him, say exactly where he is frozen in time. I've sort of, that boils it down because I just said it was a he. Anyway, take care, everyone. Oh, one more thing. I apologize for anyone who's ordered a Dusty Cactus baseball cap and the order was canceled. Something has happened with the manufacturer. I think there's a hat shortage. So I'm not entirely sure what happens. I'm looking into it now, but you should have been refunded. I'll try to reach out to anyone who had their order canceled, but it looks like the manufacturer for our Dusty Cactus hats don't have hats. They've canceled them. So we have 2 styles of hats. We have the caps that sit kind of high, that high seat, and then the sort of the low seat caps that sit a bit lower. We still have those. They're only available in khaki. The other caps, which came in other colors, are not available. I believe there's a hat shortage in the world. So unfortunately, we're not able to get those, but we do have the khaki caps still available to purchase. So I apologize to anyone who had their order canceled. I will be adding new items to the shop this week, so please look forward to that. So thanks, everyone. Appreciate all of your support. I look forward to hearing from you all again, and I'll try to get back in touch with everyone. I'll try to respond to any comments that I happen to miss over the past week or 2. So again, I appreciate all of you. Thanks so much. All right. We'll see you all soon in Silver Falls.